Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second episode of pretty much one without a doubt the most infamous thing to really exist. You like to call this one the Hall of P. Yes, you're back here for an episode 2. Now, this episode around, I usually would go ahead and I would put on music for this one, but I've noticed something. One, usually the music, you guys can barely hear me when I actually do have music on. So, with that being said, so for this video, or for this induction class, they will not get their own little music thing. I know what they're talking in that chat, so I'm gonna close it. Anyways, we have our inductions ready, and of course we have a lot. We got a good load of people from this to induct. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's induct the second class of the Hall of P. And our first person to go ahead and our headliner of the Hall of P. Start off here is Lisa Gaming Roblox. Now, you guys probably have heard the story of Lisa Gaming Roblox. She is pretty much Roblox's infamous troll. She is pretty much, she's pretty much the person that everyone learns to hate. And personally, heck, I think for all I know from all my avatars in catalog heaven, she isn't a good human being. Nor she ever has, nor she ever will. And hey yo, what the heck? Are you trying to go ahead and basically try to interrupt the Hall of P induction class, bro? Hey yo, chill. Anyways, I was saying before that little untimely drop, Lisa Gaming Roblox basically has came in recent locks. Turning out she is pretty much a pedophile. But there's also another question. Chaos Topia, how is she in nothing to the Hall of P even though her age is like 16 or something like that? She's literally underage. Technically, don't you have to be like 18 plus to go and be in this one? Well, here's the thing. This is Lisa Gaming Roblox, people. She is pretty much, without a doubt, the most evil YouTuber in existence on Roblox. And literally, it's not hard to explain why. There's literally there literally has been pretty much. There's a video on Paulo's channel called the Lisa Files that explains everything you need to know about the Hall of Peace situation. But to cut it short here, Lisa has pretty much revealed that was revealed in DMs with some of her people that she does have like legit stuff that can legit has CP. And if you guys do know, possession of CP or any form of CP is illegal. So that being said, she pretty much lands her spot a very good spot on the list. Now that she had pretty much CP of basically of former friends, basically about everything. She's also backstabbed people. She's pretty much is a freaking rattlesnake. A spoiled, immature brat. You can just say that. If you want more to pretty much the whole Lisa Gaming situation, that will be going ahead and basically down below. And our second person to come up on this list is Drew Eicher. Now, the Drew Eicher induction, I forgot to go ahead and put this one in my inaugural class as well, but he goes ahead and he basically makes this list just because one, yeah, this man went ahead and he successfully groomed a 14-year-old guy, and they were end up talking about the 14-year-old little brother, who turns out that dude was 10. So really, a bunch of pedo talk, and eventually it was revealed. And with that being said, and it turns out that Drew even went ahead and he admitted to it. and he has been working on going ahead and getting therapy. So ultimately, his Roblox account was all pretty much all his Roblox account stuff was banned, and a lot of work that was in games that he went ahead and he used was ultimately removed. And although yes, he did is going ahead and getting help, and which as a man, I do think if you do have an issue with with your mental health or something, or literally, or have an issue that you clearly need therapy on, it's clear to go basically seek some medical attention, and he's gone ahead and he's done that. So, although I will say good for Drew for going ahead and seeing some medical attention and trying to get therapy for the whole thing. He basically will, however, he basically will be inducted into the Hall of P because of the stuff he did. That was without a doubt. You can argue that it was more worse than the whole stuff with Mr. Obvious. Now, our next person to go ahead and really get into this hall is our first inductee from the OFL, and that, of course, is Hero Forsaken. Now, Hero Forsaken's story is a really interesting one indeed. This man was, without a doubt, a rich Roblox user. I mean, he also went ahead and he pretty much is a Hall of Fame corner in the OFL. This man, he had himself a life. Let's just say that. He was, without a doubt, and hands down, one of the best players in the OFL. But however, he makes it into the Hall of P because as the person he went ahead and he did, it turned out he was legit over 18, and that person not only was just underage, but he ended up also getting catfish as well. It was funny karma, and it got so bad to the point that literally Hero went ahead and he pretty much had vanished from the OFL, never to be seen again. No one knows basically where he is to this day. And no shot, and no will we ever see a result of it. And without a doubt, he basically pretty much deserves pretty much this induction. Once again, more info will be placed down in the Hall of P document. But yeah, this man, he was an OFL Hall of Fame corner, but had shown that one, he is a pedo. And he's a pedo. He's a pedo. Get some help because you're a pedo. So that's basically my little rant to him. And of course, another person we're also going to go ahead and now we're going to induct recently into pretty much the Hall of P is Juke. Now, the Juke situation, I just got notified of this stuff recently, and it turns out that this situation was really horrible. So, for those of you guys who aren't aware of who this Juke guy was, this dude was like a 22-year-old Roblox YouTuber slash Twitch streamer that basically he was a VR dude that went ahead and he used a furry thing. Anyways, he went ahead and it turned out that what went from sexual roleplay to literally him traveling across states to go ahead and meet up with a 16-year-old girl, and they end up going ahead and if you know what I'm saying. And it turns out, and that same chick went ahead and she ended up thanking for the whole thing. Now, of course, this is pretty much a pedo, and we also went ahead and we saw Rubenson immediately expose him because Rubenson basically is a man that gets to the bottom of things. Although RIP basically pretty much his Roblox accounts. And all that. But the worst part about this one is that he basically was seeking immediate pretty much trial and all that stuff. And it turns out when he did eventually get arrested, it was basically he was booked in a sheriff's office. And I'm not going to basically reveal any IRL personal info that he has. But let's just say man turned out to be 22, and he went ahead and he had a bond set to $1 million. So no one was gonna be able to go ahead and pay that stuff, man. It's a bill of 1 million. That nah. And this basically was something that went ahead and pretty much happened online. He's probably gonna get charged federally. So without a doubt, you, my friend, you, Mr. What's your name? Mr. Juke, you will end up into the Hall of P. This one's actually the first known thing I went ahead and I think the first actually known person that basically was arrested. Maybe Kilo Jish, actually. Yeah, probably Tequila Jish. Is Jish even in the Hall of P? Probably is. But yeah, if he isn't, then but I'm probably gonna get a little bit of a brief rundown. Oh yeah, actually he is in the Hall of P. Yeah. Anyways, Juke basically he's pretty much lands in the Hall of P. Now this final person in the Hall of P, well I can't basically go ahead. I don't have his Roblox user or anything like that. It turns out that this person went ahead and he ended up getting. He basically gets an honorable mention. And the best part about this one is that I'm not going to really go ahead and really explain this one because this dude went ahead and he pretty much had sexually trafficked a 13-year-old. Okay, briefly really explained it there, but still. For this one, I think we're basically going to have to go ahead and have really a man named Willen explain it. So this is basically much just the entire thing on it. At least you can guys go ahead and you can pretty much know a little bit about it.
So yet again, not even 2 days later after the Juke Roblox situation happened where a Roblox YouTuber went to jail for doing certain things with a minor, an exact same situation that is probably 10 times even worse than that one has just unfolded just a couple of days later. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys, this one's hard to stomach because this one is actually terrible and disgusting. I'll just jump right into it. A Fox 13 article about Tampa Bay was actually written just a couple of days ago talking about a certain person, which I'll go ahead and read the title of this article right now. Clinton County man charged with sex trafficking, rape of a 13-year-old girl on a online gaming app called Roblox. Now, yeah, I don't even have to explain that. You guys can just already envision that. And for the people that are wondering what this guy looks like, he looks like this. I thought I'd just put that at the beginning of the video.
Well, that basically is pretty much briefly explained. It also went ahead and thank you pretty much. That's a shout out to basically Willen for basically at least explaining it. I linked basically the back will basically in the description. But nevertheless, this man that you just saw that he basically is going ahead and he's getting sent to the Hall of P. He is officially in the Hall of P. There's nothing else you can really say about that. I mean, that is straight up Hall of P status. Send him to pretty much the Hall of P. And that basically will end it for this inductee class of the Hall of P. Well, once again, thank you guys for going ahead. Basically, do watch this video if you guys did, because this one is without a doubt. You guys have seen what we have saw for the Hall of P. So without a doubt, that basically will do it. Anything else? Anything else? Go ahead and leave your comments down below and let me know who you think should be in the Hall of P. That basically goes ahead and really gets this class started. And hey yo, what is this man on? Hey yo, dog, chill, dog, chill. All right. Besides that, this has been Chaostopia. Peace out.